Hi there, it's Walter here from FX Jake, and you're probably wondering about the software. The software that is spoken of in the book is available for you. It's called alarmforyou.ex4, and you can download that on the link just below this video. Just click on that link and you can download that software to your desktop. Now you're going to need a Metatrader chart. That's what this is made for. And you can get a Metatrader chart from just about anywhere on the internet. Many brokers offer Metatrader charts. And so you can see Metatrader, this Metatrader chart is in my program files folder. And I've called it a MT4 demo for a Metatrader 4 demo. Metatrader 4 is one of the most popular trading platforms for Forex traders. So a lot of brokers will offer a Metatrader platform, Metatrader 4 platform. So you have to take this thing that you've downloaded from the website and you got to stick it in this folder here. It's called Experts. So again, this is usually going to be when you install Metatrader. And again, you can go to any broker, FXDD, FXCM, Go Markets. There's many brokers out there that are going to offer a Metatrader platform. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. But you have to stick this in the right spot first. So you go to Experts, Indicators, and then you just stick it in here, just like that. Boom. It says, do I really want to move it there? Okay, yep. And there it is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and launch, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to launch Metatrader here. I'm going to click on this link right here. Now, there's also going to be a link here on my desktop when I install Metatrader. It looks like that, usually, or it may have your broker's logo, so I can click on that also. But since I'm already in this folder, I'm just going to click on this link right here. And it's going to launch the charts. Okay, now what I'd like to do is I'd like to open up a new chart, and let's say I want to do a Euro chart. So here's my Euro chart. It looks something like this. If I move it to candlesticks, okay, yep. This is the 1 hour Euro chart. And let's say that, actually let's go to the 4 hour. Let's say that I've been watching the Euro and I kind of think it was in a box over here and I was looking for maybe like a last kiss type trade, okay? And so I haven't really had one. The market did move out here. Maybe I did get one here because this candle right here, although the close was pretty close to the no, it was okay. So I get this bullish candle here, and then the market did move up, and then it came back down and closed inside the box. So if I did take some sort of last kiss trade here, it's probably maybe it made some profit and then it came back down and got stopped out. And then this one here broke out of the box again, but that never really gave another bullish candle after that. So now it's out of the box again. So maybe I'm waiting for a last kiss trade here. So maybe this market may fall. It may fall and come back up and kiss the edge of this box. So maybe that's what I'm looking for here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert an indicator here, and there it is. Where is it? I go to Insert Indicators Custom, and there it is right there, Alarm for You. Okay, so I'm not really going to mess with any of the settings. All the settings are fine. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on my chart. Now I can make my chart look better. In fact, let's do that. While we're here, I'm just going to change the background, make it a white background, and make the foreground black. And I'm going to change, I'm going to take away the grid. I don't really like the grid. And I'm going to make them the black candles. And if it's a bullish candle, I'll make it green. And if it's a bearish candle, I'll make it red. How's that? And I'll get rid of the volume as well. I don't want volume. If it's a line chart, I'll make it dark blue or medium blue. And that'll do. Okay, so you can see here the indicator is on the chart. Let me show you how it works. here I am on the 4-hour chart. Let's say that I'll draw some support and resistance zones here. Like this one right here. Obviously I've got a touch here, a touch there. Look at that kangaroo tail. I'm sorry, but that's a beauty. That is something of beauty right there. Look at that. That's amazing. I love it when it does that. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so I've got a zone drawn here. I'm going to make it a dashed line because I like to remind myself that the market may push through that zone. And then I'll draw one down here. Right here I've got support, a little bit of resistance there on the way up. And that's about it. Now, let's say if the market comes down to this level, I might be interested in a buy trade. So I have to do something. I've installed the indicator on my chart. Now what I have to do is I just have to change the name of this line. So I've just clicked on this, and when I click on it, the little square pops up here, so I know it's activated, and I know I've selected that line. I'm just going to call it Alarm 5. What that means is if the market gets within 5 pips of this line here, it's going to set off an alert. Let me show you. It's going to set off an alert. If pop-up alarm, see I've got pop-up alarm here. It'll also email me, and I'll talk about that in a second. So it is going to pop up an alarm if the market gets to within 5 pips of this line. So let's say I'm in the other room, watching TV or making moonshine or, reading a magazine or something, and I just say, well, if the market hits this line, I want to know about it. So I'll just leave my charts up, and it will remind me when the market gets within 5 pips that, hey, the market's getting close to this zone. You better pay attention, and you may get something to, you may get a signal here. I can also do that with the box here. So look at this. This is really cool. I can actually select the box, which I've done right here. I double clicked on the corner of the box here, right? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure, oh, the alarm, it says alarm 10, yeah. So I could go, if it gets within 3 pips of the box, guess what? If it gets within 3 pips of that box, it's going to send me off an alert, an alarm. And I'm gonna get all those alarms. So I can do this with anything. I could, if I want to, I could draw a trend line. Trend lines probably aren't my favorite thing to use. But if I wanted to, I could do that, and I could put a name. The thing is that I have to name each one. So maybe I draw this trend line, maybe I draw this trend line. The main thing is I have to name it alarm under description here, alarm 7. And if the market comes within 7 pips of that trend line, it's going to alert me. So all this stuff you can do. I like to use the horizontal lines. Those are really, for me, ideal. In fact, let me select this one and give this one alarm 6. So if it comes within 6 pips, it's going to fire off an alarm. And there you go. Now, let's talk about the email, because a lot of people are going to be interested in this. Let me show you how this works. What I must do is I must first set up my email account with my Metatrader charts here. Now, I go to Tools, Options. Let me show you again. I go to Tools, Options. We talked about this in another video, I think, but we'll just quickly go over it here. Tools, Options, then I email, enable, and I have to fill in all the information here for my particular email server. Now, I recommend using GMX because I found that it works pretty good, and I found that some other ones like Yahoo and Hotmail, we have problems. So Trader Guy, whatever my name is, goes here. My email, that's my email. Type in my password here, and then I usually just put in from. I just use the same. So if it's Trader Guy, I would put the same email here, and of course to. So I'm basically sending an email to myself when I get, and then I can test it here. So all of these settings are going to be what you would you would put in. So you put in your email account, you put in your password, and then who you want this email to be sent from and where you want it to go. I just send it from myself to myself, but you can do whatever you want. The key thing here is that you need this information for the server if you're going to use GMX. Now let me show you GMX. To get a GMX account, it's free. Just go to www.gmx.com, and this is where you would get your accounts. To sign up, it's real simple. You just click on that and there you go. So I would recommend, let's see if Trader Guy is available. See if anyone wants it. Hey, it's available. So if you want if you want Trader Guy, or you could get Trader Girl, right? Check that out. You could even get Naked Trader, I bet. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of naked traders out there. No, naked traders. So there you go. So GMX is a great one because it does integrate relatively well with Metatrader. So once I have that set up, now what's going to happen, because remember, if I go to my alarm, let me go to indicators. If I go to my alarm, remember it does have the email alarm set to true, so it's all good to go. So there you go. So that's how I set up my charts, so that if I'm away from the charts and I'm waiting for price to get to a certain zone, like for example at this time right now, I'll show you one that I'm looking for. Let's see here. Here's the euro yen. Oh gosh, this chart is a mess, isn't it? Oh, it's got a bad tick. That's why. See that down there? That's a bad tick. This is a bad broker. I don't like this. I don't like this chart. Let's go to a another one. Let's go to I'll go to a new chart and I'll go to the Aussie. Show you a trade that I'll show you what I'm looking at right now on this chart. So let me make this a white chart like the other one. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to save this as a template. Save template, and I'll call it my alarm template and save it. And then what that means is now I can just apply that template to this chart right here, and that should stick everything on it. So there you go. Okay, so for the Aussie dollar, let's say on the Aussie dollar I'm waiting for the Aussie to get down to a certain level, like this level down here would be great. Why? Because I've got some touches here, there, all these touches there. Again, the line chart's going to really clarify this, but look at those. Gets a little bit sloppy here, but there is some. The market paused here on the way down, then came back up. It held again right there. There's a belt right there. There's a bearish belt right there, right? We've got a kangaroo tail there. That's a trendy kangaroo tail right there. We've got a sell kangaroo tail right there, and then we got another one here, but again this kangaroo tail came first, and I don't really have a major zone right here on this one. I have a much stronger zone on this one. If I look to the left, all this action here, so I like that kangaroo tail. This kangaroo tail is interesting because the market didn't trade lower than this one. Then we get a trendy one right here. We get another almost trendy one right there, right? So let's say I'm just waiting for the market to fall down to 102. So I could just simply rename this, and I'll say, look, if it gets within 10 pips, I want to know about it. And I'm good to go. I'll get an email. That will fire off an email and let me know when it gets to that zone. So there you go. That's how you set up the software on your charts. It's really simple to use. It's very powerful. And I wish you, until the next video, I wish you very happy trading.